Welcome back to Insight. We're talking about caregiving during the holidays with Aging and In-Home Services of Northeast Indiana. Of course, it is Thanksgiving Day today, but this is just the beginning of the holiday season. We still will have Christmas and New Year's, and it's different during this COVID season. So let's talk about some strategies that we can maybe not implement today. Maybe we can, but maybe not today. But as we continue on through this holiday season, are there some strategies to help us as we caregive during the holidays?
Absolutely. Have a plan. Know and anticipate that your loved one may have behaviors or may be frustrated. Know how you're going to handle those situations or deal with those situations, because as stressed out as you are, they're also stressed. Their routines changed. They don't know. Sometimes they don't know what's going on. So anticipating those behaviors, being kind and gentle to yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Take a deep breath. Just really plan for, being stressed.
Absolutely. When you know it's going to happen, that makes it a little easier to deal with when you're prepared.
Yeah. Preparing, it's always kind of a comforting tool, in my own experience, just being prepared and having an understanding that it's not going to be like it has been in the past. Then you can kind of accept it a little bit.
Yeah, take care of yourself. What's that saying? Your cup has to be full before you can fill somebody else's cup. So really prepare for those stressful times. Maybe before the next holiday or before holidays, really pamper yourself, give yourself some, grace, and then let the stress happen with the holidays.
I do think too, this is something we should all do during this COVID time period, is we got to let some stuff go.
Yeah.
We've got to let it roll off our backs and just let some of this stuff go.
Yeah, and I think something that everybody's learning during these unprecedented times is that we kind of need to live in the moment, right? We need to slow down. We need to enjoy our loved ones more, enjoy life a little bit more. And this is really the opportunity to be able to do that.
Absolutely. Well, if we have a loved one that is spending the holidays in a nursing home, a nursing community, or perhaps in the hospital, are there some things we can do in that case? Yeah,
absolutely. I think the biggest thing to know is what is the protocol for that setting. So if your loved one's in a nursing facility, are there specific visiting hours? If there are, how far ahead do you need to schedule to be able to go? How many visitors are allowed to go? Are you healthy enough to go? Because you could potentially be exposing your loved one to something. Just knowing what the protocols are for the facility that you're going into. And then, you may have to adapt your traditions a little bit. Maybe not everybody goes and visits grandma at the nursing facility. Maybe one person goes who is able to FaceTime or Zoom and be connected with the rest of the family. And then the family members who aren't able to go, maybe writing cards or sending photos, something that they could really look at each day, every day, when they're starting to feel lonely or starting to feel disconnected from their family. It's something that they can kind of pull out and look at. Talking about family, past memories with them, something that they can kind of connect with even when you're not there, or you can connect with them even though you're not there.
That's a really good idea, to make those cards and things so that they have that when you're not there, because too, we don't know what's going to happen at any point as far as how many visitors we can have or if we can visit. You just don't know.
No.
So it would be good for people to have those. And certainly restrictions change in our COVID era. Restrictions change all the time. So it's always good to call ahead. Maybe you don't know if maybe you're from out of town, you come in, you don't know if Aunt Susie, or you're going out of town, you don't know if Aunt Susie can have, or what the current restrictions are at Aunt Susie's
facility,
nursing home.
Yeah, I think that's something that's very big. Is education and knowledge is power right now. So being prepared as much as you can, for the situation that you're given, but also for any of those outlying factors like facilities, like hospitals. And know and have some grace with all these facilities as well, that they're protecting you, they're protecting your loved one.
And they're really trying. I know a lot of facilities that are setting up the capability to video call, even though maybe they can't have visitors. So even calling, not only to check what their restrictions are, but seeing what suggestions they have as well. Maybe they already have something planned that you're not aware of that you could help facilitate. Or encourage your loved one to participate in.
And you did just bring up a good point, giving grace to them. I know that we are all stressed out, and it is frustrating to be in that situation.
Yeah.
But they are in a challenging situation themselves.
Absolutely, and I think that's that's one thing that we are very fully capable of is our attitudes and how we are perceived and how we share ourselves with others. And kindness. Let's just do a little kindness goes a long way.
And on this day of Thanksgiving.
Yes, there we go.
We should, practice that for sure. That would be a great thing. Well, you mentioned, caregiving for yourself and taking care of yourself. We want to talk more about taking care of yourself because that is so very important when it comes to caregivers, and we will do that next.